All right, me and my guy Zay, Muscle East, we're gonna make dunking simpler than any video on the internet. We just played one-on-one battles out here. We're about to die, so bear with us. Oliver, hold this. The first step is jumping high. So we're out here gonna dunk with a basketball, but I get form clips sent to me all the time of guys dunking and just not getting up very high. Use a tennis ball so you can actually get high. Get high first. Once you can dunk, then start practicing this stuff. So I'll use that if I need to give an example. First basic is there's 4 plants. Left leg, left right, and right left. We're gonna go ahead and demo those now. I'll go left leg. All right, now Oliver's gonna go right leg. Come bring the camera around to here. Oliver's gonna show you right leg. Don't worry about the ball, just watch the feet. So that's his other leg, right leg. Now Zay's gonna go left, right. So Zay's gonna go off 2 feet now, bring it back to there. Left, right. Good. Hold this for me, Zay. And now I'm gonna go right, left. Oops, bouncing, whatever. So you watch my feet. Feet. Right, left. Now, this brings in the next point, which is what hand do you dunk with? So, Oliver, you go ahead and do another one of those, and notice Oliver's gonna dunk with his left hand.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing, but just like he did. You'll notice he's gonna dunk with his left hand. Good. Now I'm gonna do one with my right hand. Yep. Okay. Now Xavier, you can stay here, Mark. Xavier's gonna go left hand, but again off 2 feet, just like he did. So you're gonna go off 2 feet left hand. Off 2, left-handed. And now I'm gonna go off 1, off 2 feet, right to left. I'm gonna go right to left. Okay. What you didn't notice there is that when a guy dunks with his left hand, whether it's off 1 foot or whether Xavier off 2 feet, Xavier landed on his right leg because this makes you taller. But when I did mine right-handed, I landed on my left leg. So if you're only dunking with one hand and only landing on one leg, that leg is going to end up being your bouncy leg. It might get hurt. And the other one though might end up weak and get chronic tendonitis from being too weak. So we got to get another round of that. Stay right here, but back up. We'll get all of them from right here because the lighting's good. I'm going to do one so you can see realistic that I'm going to go with my left hand, which I'm not as good at, but you'll see the right-handed, or the right foot landing. So my right foot hit the ground first. Now, you got one after. Xavier likes to dunk left-handed, so now do a 2 foot, and you'll see do a 2 foot, and you'll watch his right foot land. Don't think about it. 2 foot left hand. 2 foot left hand. He landed on 2 that time, which will happen, but the previous one he actually landed on 1. But that's good because it brings up the 2 foot landing. The 2 foot landing, you got 2 hands off 1 foot. Right leg, 2 hands. Watch his landing. When you dunk with 2 hands, you're more likely to land with 2 feet because look at your body. So more likely to land on the left, right, 2. Look at that, 2 foot landing. And now I'll show you one more. Boom! I'm landing on 2 feet. That's how it happens. It makes the most sense here. But mixing up all of them balances out your body and makes you springier. Now the next point, we're just getting started. Basic after basic. Now you have to know, are you a palmer or going over the top? So people tell me I can't palm the ball. You don't palm it when you dunk. So Xavier, show him one with the left hand. No palm. And we're on an outdoor slippery ass rim. It's fucking 100 degrees out here. Oh. Well, I mean, you go your 2 foot.
Oh, okay.
Like the way you dunked on. And you're gonna see why. Hold on a second. You're gonna see that if you go this way and there's a person there, the body hits them.
Yeah.
You can punch it on. That's why Jordan, study Jordan. Look up his top 250 dunks. He usually dribbles in right hand, whatever. You get the idea, is that he has to go on top of it. I'll show you one more. When I dunk with my left hand and I watch it on film, the number one thing I see when I'm missing, oh, why am I missing with my left hand? I can get high enough. I'm trying to dunk it like this. And I watch from behind, but then I watch with my right hand and the ball's like this. So watch one. Here, Mark, stand like right here. Stand right here, and you're gonna watch how I'm not palming it. I have to get up high enough and go over the rim. Okay. Now, what was the difference? I'm trying to go from point to point. I've been watching my sheet. Kobe Bryant's more finesse. Doesn't mean he's never dunked on anybody, but if Kobe gets a step on you, Kobe was hezzies. Boom, defender's right there. Kobe's dribbling in, and he's putting that right hand out to get ahead of the defense. Whereas Jordan was going this way, jumping into him. Body, so you're on D, Jordan's body hits you, and then he's palming with that right. Boom. You guys see the difference on that? Go to Xavier's page, Zay Vegas, and looked up when he dunked on a very nice guy, but unfortunately, bad decision that day. And Xavier went here, boom, monster dunk. If you would have gone this way, you don't get that dunk. But if the guy's behind you, you need to have this in your bag, the reach ahead like Kobe. All right, Oliver, let me see it. We're getting closer. The one, none of us are gonna be able to do this. You guys each give me your best 1 foot, 1 hand dunk, okay? 1 foot, 1 hand dunk. Like off the right leg, let's see. So just watch how they're like me. Okay, now Oliver, go. Do you see how we have to get on top of the ball? We're now digging into actual in-game dunk. Whatever you want, 1 hand. Okay, good. He's got to get up over that rim. Now, to get up over the rim like that, what we have to do is we have to bring the ball here to get momentum. So there's 2 ways to do this. If you explode down the lane and nobody's on your left side, you can just go here, boom, take off. Or I'll get one on my left side and I'll get one on the right side. If the defense is here, you have to go straight from here up. So I'll show you one of those. As if I'm going baseline, I have to keep the ball on my left side so I can't get that swing. Boom, going baseline, ball's here. Okay, have to bring it right from the hip. Oliver, you get that one off the right hand dribble. Study John Wall on this one. So John Wall will have a guy beat. You can stay right there to watch the ball. Okay. So he's gonna be dribbling from here. The ball has to go right from here up. So you have
left hand.
Yep, left hand dunk, right hand dribble. There it is. Good, good. So there's 3 ways to dunk it off 1 foot. One is when you go from here, so you're dribbling left-handed. If you're gonna dunk lefty, bring it here, come across, which is right. This is like the old-fashioned way. But if the defense is there and here, you need to go from here and go straight up because you can't bring it back. Or same thing if the defense is here and here. Boom. So that's 2 different ways. See that? Inside hand dribble, outside hand power dunk. The 3rd way is when you can't bring the ball back and it's in the outside hand. So if I'm dribbling here, you'll see Kyrie Irving do this off his right leg. He puts it in one, clears the defense, jumps, and then dunks it. I'll get one of these. This is for the guy who can't palm. The guy who can't palm has to go from 1, finish with 2. Going from 1, finishing with 2. It takes a lot of practice. But then, the guy who can palm goes from 2, 1, and doesn't bring it back. You see that? So if you can palm, you go from 2, you get the palm, and now you never bring that ball back. But if you can't palm, you go from 1, jump, finish with 2. Some guys, sorry to keep you guys waiting. Some guys, like if I'm doing this, I have really small hands. I might go here, jump up, pick it up with 2, and then throw it in. I'll show you one of those. That's I got the guy in the move. I don't want to bring the ball back. Get up, and then put it in. There's no other way I could have done that. If I bring the ball here, defense gets it. If I try to palm, it doesn't work. So I have to jump as high as I can, split it in two, and dunk with 2 or 1. Now, we're down to some of the last ones. Xavier, you think you get that? Boom, boom, Euro step? Try the Euro. Some of this stuff we haven't even practiced yet. I'm just showing you everything that happens. Euro dunk. If you only practiced like this and have never practiced inside hand dribble, it's going to be very hard because now you're coming right from here to Euro dunk. Same thing for me on my right leg. I've been practicing the Kyrie so much that I realized I don't have this takeoff. So if I go Euro dunk off my right, there's no way I'm going to dunk. But I could practice with the tennis ball. You want to try again? Look at that, beautiful. You want to try one, Oliver? Try one. Either way. If you don't have this dunk in your bag, then with your Euro, you can't dunk. Nice, nice. So now imagine if your dunk practice is not tricks, but it's all this stuff. And getting them, the idea would be able to do every single dunk. Now for me as a smaller guy, I'm thinking I come in here, pass, dunk. That's gonna lead to some dunks for me in games. Now the other one, you got the D-Wade. You can go whatever leg you want. D-Wade is different than Euro. There it is. Good. So if you're dribbling this way, Euro step is outside leg to inside leg. The D-Wade, you're dribbling, the Euro step would happen there. Nope, the D-Wade happens sooner. You change direction, boom, up the inside step. You want to try one of those, Oliver?
Sure.
Try it. Some of this stuff we've never even tried. Just study. Good. Good. I'll try one. Going for my best 1-foot dunk ever. And the D-Wade, you can start whichever hand. Boom, inside. All right? So if you don't have that, you can't dunk in the game off that. So you're giving up. We're just trying to see how many ways in a real game we could not give up a dunk. So, whew. All right. So you see that? There's 3. We're done with 1 foot now. There's 3 pickups off 1 foot. Number one, power. Boom, boom. Number 2, inside hand. Boom. Number 3, it's a 3A or 3B. 3A for the guy who can palm. Don't bring it back. 3B for the guy who can't palm. So we're done. 3 options off 1 foot with 2 additional options. Euro step and D-Wade step. There's 5 total. Now, say you know how you come like this, right hand dribble, and you just take off. Yeah. Okay, this is the first one off 2. Inside hand dribble. Boom. Perfect. That was left. That was see that was here? Left, right. I'm gonna show you the same thing right, left now. Same thing right, left. Think Dennis Smith. Boom, boom. Got him. Right here. Right, left. Now, that's the Kobe style, Dennis Smith, whatever. But I already showed you. Do you ever punch it right-handed? Do the same footwork. I'm gonna have Xavier do the same footwork this way, but instead of dunking it left, the defense is behind you.
I can try that.
You gotta punch it right. You wanna try it? All right. Oliver's gonna try it too. Good. And that was actually one of our alternate pickups. Did you see he went dribble? He went dribble, and then he extended his step instead of just boom, boom. So that's one of the alternates, which is a Jordan one. You want to try it, Oliver? Good. This one's probably more of a specialty for me, so I'll throw in there. Boom. Okay. Now the other way, just to show you, probably going to be a miss. The other way would be this way. Dribbling in. See the coordination? It takes practice. All these things take practice. Almost done. So those are the 2 basic ways. Is that if you're going to dunk it right-handed, you can either dribble with the left, and that would be to attack a defender. Xavier's used to dunking on people, so he wasn't even as used to dunking in front of people. He wants to dunk on people, but you want to have both those in your bag. Sometimes when I'm watching him play, he shakes the guy with the move, and he's right here, but he wants to do a big time dunk instead of just the easy Kobe stuff it in. And this leads, back up a little bit so you can see this one. This leads to like Kobe, if Kobe had a guy baseline, Kobe could shimmy a guy, get past him, and come around. This is something I'd have to practice, but Kobe would do that and dunk on the other side. And that's impossible if you don't have that lead hand. Now the alternates, there's 3 alternates for 2 foot. So Zay, do the one you did that I said you did a extended step. So if Xavier pops open right here, and he already sees he's free, since the ball is in one hand, your steps don't start counting until the ball's in 2 hands. Okay? So this is like for a big dunk. Jordan would do this on guys. Nope, all right. That was the first option. But watch, I got a dribble. There it is, pick it up.
Oh, okay.
So this one helps when you're trying to break free. Try that one again. You just run at the rim. There, oh, don't take that last dribble, see that? This is why it takes, so when you have a guy, boom, Xavier, you get a guy right here, don't take 2 dribbles to the rim. Pretend like it's a game, right? Because Xavier will get someone here, boom, put down 1 dribble, and run it into the hoop.
Okay.
Bam, see what I'm saying? 1 dribble. There it is. Good, and you practice this, and this is why Jordan would get guys, Jordan got the ball come down, and run at it. Okay? I have a little move. If I want an in-game dunk, my best chance is to see the defense is over there. On my right foot, throw the ball out. Running at the rim. Now, so that was our first alternate. You got the second alternate. Spinning with the extended step. Dwayne Wade does this a lot. Good. Now let's watch the distance. D-Wade. It's the same thing of the rule that it's not a travel. Fake. Boom. See how I skipped there off my spin? We call this an extended step. If D-Wade goes here, too far from the rim. Watch the extended step. Get it. Fake baseline. Push it out. See the idea? These are things you could do now to get a spin, and instead of putting up a floater, you hop off the inside leg. So instead of pivoting, hop, push out. Try again. Do it from distance.
Oh,
yeah, this is the point. You need this when you're from distance. Yeah, there it is. See what that allows you to do? And John Wall would even do this. I've seen John Wall do it. So all our boom. He's only done it a few times, but he's extended off that. A lot of higher level NBA guys are doing that now. So if you had somebody, well, let's get one for good measure. Just on baseline, push. So you see where the practice comes into it. Let's see. I think we're almost done, and I'll be writing this up for you. So the best way, last one, brutality. Yep, we've covered all the basics, and maybe I'll learn more. This is the first take. Covered all the basics. The last one, let's all practice this a few reps, even if we go with the tennis ball. Okay. Jordan would catch guys off guard. It's not a step in. Jordan would hop step and go off 2. And what this would allow him to do is reposition his body. So maybe he's going this way. It's not really realistic going here to curve at the rim. See that? So let's try one however you want. But he would reposition his body, throw himself into position. You see that? So he would throw himself. So if he was coming in a way that you can't be dribbling this way and try to dunk, it's way too hard. So he would just put himself wherever he is. He'd put himself, throw his body, boom. And now you'll watch, if I had a ball right now, I wouldn't jump. You can go for it. I'm just gonna give another. There it is, yep. Good. So that would allow Xavier to split between 2 defenders, or just if your momentum, like if your momentum was going this way, it might be kind of hard. And as soon as you go like this, as soon as you go, boom, defender knows you're trying to dunk on him. But Jordan, dunking on people. Wanna try it, Oliver? Let's get me and Oliver get some tennis ball reps. But you're gonna see why this is a much better workout So watch this. Good. And the thing is, he would do this as quickly as he could. So I'm going to do it right-handed, but I would also want to work with the other hand. Because every time I dunk right-handed, what am I doing? Landing on the left, landing on the left, landing on the left. And by far my bouncier leg is my left. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to work on the speed. Now I'm actually getting like a good, and I think I land on 2 there. So a lot of times you'll dunk with 1, land on 2, but you'll rarely ever dunk with 1, land on the opposite. 2-foot landings are fine, but if you only ever land on 1 leg, not the other, that's a problem. You want to try it? There. Good. So he can work on this as a drill. Outstanding. I'll get one more, and I want you to see how a landing on my left leg is a lot of plyometric force. It's like going off a box jump. Boom! See that landing on the left? It's like a depth jump. I'm doing a 35 to 40 inch depth jump landing on 1 leg. So if you only ever do that to one side, you're gonna grow that VMO more than the other one. So just landing on the other one. So now if I did the opposite, which way is it going? Oh, see how awkward that is? But forcing that landing on the right is gonna give me healthier knees. You guys wanna try a few more? We are fucking cooked before we even started it. Yep. Quick point, Derrick Rose in his entire career only landed on his left leg because he only went with a left to right approach or a left leg approach. So his body's always like this, always like that. And that means not only the landing, but the actual plant. Heel, toe off 1 foot. Heel, toe, because it's just toe there. So when he went on a routine hop step that should have landed through the heel on the right, he didn't. His first ACL, he brought his right foot, tried to bring his left foot over, ACL. If Derrick Rose would have practiced, even if he just took dodgeball. Now watch how the tennis ball, watch how this allows me to get some height off my right leg, my non-bouncy leg. That was way better form than if I take a ball, I'm not coordinated. Now I'm getting a big time plyomet, I'm getting a big jump, and I'm getting a big time landing off my right leg. See, you probably didn't even know you land on your right leg.
It makes sense now. That's because now.
And guess what he's bouncing off? Off 1 leg, he can go off the right. I'm just figuring this stuff out a couple weeks ago. So, we've been out here for hours. You know how hard it is to play a full court one-on-one battle with 3 guys? Holy shit. Which is my final point. It's better to practice warm but tired than cold but fresh. Because you're trying to stimulate tendons. You got tendons there, tendons there. Look up patellar tendons. Look up your Achilles. It's the biggest tendon in your body. So you can go into the gym, you can do biceps. Bench would get a little tougher because you get more tendon in the shoulder. But if you're a tennis player, you probably wouldn't. It'd be tough to walk right in and do biceps. But you could walk right in and do certain things that you can't do. Like I know guys who from a standstill, not even warmed up, they can do a pretty good jump. But you want to go off the run, it's harder to get blood flow to your tendons. So at least we're tired, but at least we have blood flow to our tendons. So if I go stomp on this thing, I have a less chance of getting hurt. So I'm like, all right, right leg, we're getting up there. All right, so at least now I'm stimulating my Achilles tendon and patellar tendons to get springier. You do have also gluteal tendons, but believe it or not, the biggest tendons are actually coming from the ground up, which is different than the muscles. The muscles start bigger, get smaller. The tendons start bigger and get smaller this way, complete opposite. You guys done? I'm gonna finish out with just right leg dunking and landing. This is only my 2nd time ever landing on my right leg in my fucking life. What do you want to work on?
Some right left dunk.
Nice. So for you, you'd have to train yourself to go off the left leg and land on the left leg. And that's good. Now start to try to get up even higher and get like a 1 foot landing. So you'll see Westbrook right here. Here's Westbrook coming down the lane. Watch him. He like eats up these landings. He's getting up as high as he can. Boom. Whoa. He's coming into it left, right? Like he's stomping it. Every time he lands, he's getting more athletic than that guy guarding him. So your landings are the best plyometrics in my opinion. Nice left leg landing right there. Oh! So Oliver is a non 2-foot jumper, right?
Yeah.
That looks great though. It takes practice and saying, here, I'm gonna do an honest one. I'm gonna try my absolute hardest. I've been getting some dunks down off my right leg with 2 hands. One hand very tough, but I'm gonna show you my honest best. And then Oliver, I'm gonna immediately come do one with the tennis ball and you're gonna see it's easier to coordinate. It's so awkward for me with the ball since I'm not used to it. But if I take the tennis ball, remember the first rule, be a high jumper first. Now I'm just trying to get up. That was a higher jump than the last one. I know it's just a tennis ball, but it's a higher jump. First step, be a high jumper. Some of the best dunkers are high jumpers who just can jump so high they come out and look crazy.
Go ahead, Zay.
Nice. So my personal recommendation right now, what I'm saying works best, is actually to take only one plant every 14 days. So we jump Wednesdays, Saturdays, right? Saturday or Sunday. What, Wednesday and weekend. So Oliver's been here for
Week and a half.
So he did first day, we did,
First day we did.
oh, we did left, right.
Left, right.
First day we did left, right, last Wednesday. Then on last weekend we did right leg.
Yeah.
Then this Wednesday we did left leg. So now this weekend would be a right, left.
Exactly. Right.
Okay, now within right, left, now you can work on your extended step, you can work on left hand, right hand. So the goal would be off each plant to get every dunk down. You get that?
Yeah.
And I'll make a list of these. Look at that. Now, here's my next challenge for Oliver.
I'll take an extended step.
Marcus, come watch from right here. We're almost done. Marcus is a legend for holding us down here. And Zay, I want you to do one with the dog, with the tennis ball, to just get crazy high, right? I'll go, Zay go, and then you go. Okay? Whatever you think like your highest plant is. All right? Marcus is gonna watch it. Xavier, your highest you can get possible. Absolute highest. Good. Oliver, highest. Off 2 legs though. Go off 2. Okay, when you watch this back, you'll notice me and Xavier kick our heels up more than Oliver.
Yeah.
So me and Xavier are using the fullest of our ass and hamstrings, and we're trusting. When you watch the real dunkers, and this, you guys send me dunk videos, and this is what I see. You guys are like running right up to the rim and trying to go vertical. How much distance, how much pressure's on the ball here? Now here. That's more pressure. So when you have weak joints, you don't trust your body to fly into it. So then when you trust your joints, you'll take off from further, which will get you higher, but then it's a harder landing. So most of the guys I see who can't dunk, most of the guys I see who can't dunk who are trying to dunk, you're running right up to the hoop and you're trying to only use your quads to jump instead of using everything. And you start jumping from further. And this is why I didn't put this down as a basic, because it doesn't mean you have to heel kick. It just means that you're trying to use everything you've got. And then in midair, you get here and you kick for those last inches. Let's go. Come up like right here, Mark. Right here. And Zay, I want you to go head to rim check. Yeah, I'm gonna, if you want, I'll go first this way. I'll go left, right, then you come right up. All right, we're gonna go head to rim check. So the kick actually allows me to extend even higher. Nice. So you'll look back and see Oliver, you go for one. There you go. It's getting a little bit of lift now, a little bit of lift. So this is why I didn't put this as a basic. It's just something to comment on. And same off 1 foot. Watch so many of Michael Jordan's jumps. And if you watch when I go off my right leg, it's so hard for me to coordinate and get heel kick. But when I go off my left leg now, I'm getting heel kick like every time. Like I'm flying in, and then you see in midair, when you see my dunks, I get the heel kick. But off my right leg, I can do it with the ball, or I can do it with this, not yet with the basketball. and it gets me higher. So there I'm getting a kick, but as soon as I had the ball, it's fast, I'm not used to it. Left hand's weak, so it's a practice thing. Because I wasn't, this time last year, I'd never even dunked off my left leg, ever. Couldn't even do it. Zay remembers I'd try all the time.
You and me both.
Yeah, couldn't do it. And so just from practice, now eventually I am getting heel kicks. So at some point, it starts to happen naturally. If you just start taking a ball and just like trying to kick, I don't think that's the right way to go about it. It's a gradual approach and it takes more reps. Become a high jumper first, then add the ball. All right.